Hi, it's June 1st, a rainy Monday, and I had some questions about using the Topaz uh, impressions filter, so I thought I would just quickly go through how I used it with this particular peony photograph that I made. And this was the original photograph, and I then put it through the Nick filters and a texture, uh, and then brought it into the Topaz impressions and went to the impasto uh, brush first and didn't see enough of the uh, detail of the blossom itself, so I decided to experiment a little bit. So went to the second um, Impasto 2, which gave me a little more, but still not what I wanted. And then I went to inside where they have the brushes and started experimenting with the brushes. And as you can see, they do a different take on it. And the brush I decided to deal with was this one. And the other thing I changed was the kinds of paper that it was on. And let me see if I can go back there and just stop it. I picked a cracked surface as opposed to one of the canvas ones because the canvas paper, when you print it, it absolutely looks like a piece of canvas paper, and sometimes that works for my images, and other times I think it looks a bit too artificial. So that's why I changed it, but that's a whole other thing that people don't often use, but should with this impressions plugin. Okay, so then I brought the original photo in and put it on top of the newly topazed one. And so I had the original up here and then the topaz one here. And the activity then became for me, how much of the original photograph did I want to have bleed through this impression thing? And it started out as 100%, and then I kept going down and down and down until I got the look that I liked, which was this. And it was in the 38, 35% opacity. The other thing that I did was also put it in the darken mode, which I wanted that particularly for the background, for the peonies themselves to pop out. So once you do that opacity change, it's always worthwhile to go through some of the blending modes to see if it picks up your image. And then the next thing I did was, well, that looks all by itself and lonely, was a curves adjustment, which I now always do. And then this was the final image. So it had textures, it had topaz, and it had curves. Okay, that's it.